Hello and welcome to this hypnosis to help you sleep peacefully through the whole night until you need to wake up refreshed and bright in the morning. This hypnosis will also allow you to release any stress, anxiety and tension that you may have accumulated during the day. So it's important to be lying down somewhere where you can relax and fall asleep. You can either listen to this with headphones or you can have it on loudspeaker by the side of your bed. It's very likely that you will drift off to sleep and not hear the end of the recording. This is perfectly okay because your subconscious mind will take on board any suggestions or any elements of deep, relaxed sleep. So I want you to just start by lying down and just focusing on your breath. We're just going to breathe in and breathe out. If you can breathe through your nose, it's a finer breath. And as you breathe in and breathe out, I just want you to release any stress or tension, anything that's been going on through the day. Just allow that to relax down completely. Any sounds that you're hearing, whether they're inside or outside your room, just take you into an even deeper state of relaxation. Know that any thoughts that come into your mind will always come back to you at a later date if they are truly important. For now, I want you to just let go and release. During this session, every time I say the word sleep, you will go 10 times deeper than you are in that moment. I want you to also be aware that your powerful subconscious mind is like your best friend, always loving and protecting you, and it will never take on anything which doesn't support your morals or stay in line with your more dominant thoughts and feelings. So you can just trust and let go. And as you breathe in and breathe out, don't try to control your breath in any way. Just allow the breath to gently sit in the background as you breathe in peace, love, and trust, and you exhale any stress, any tightness, and anything that isn't needed in the mind and the body. Just allow that to dissipate down and release. You can focus on your head. And as you focus on your head, I want you to imagine a beautiful light. This light can be any colour you want it to be, whether it's just a pure, simple, bright white, or a golden haze, or maybe it's a light of your favourite colour. And you can imagine that this light is just starting to form like a wave of relaxation and sleep just above the top of your head. If you can't visualize it, then that's fine. I want you to just trust, sense or feel that it's there. There's no wrong or right way to do this. Just allow yourself to trust and let go. This beautiful light starts to pour in through the top of your head, moving through the forehead, through the temples, starting to move behind the eyes, through the eyes, and then gently resting on top of your eyelids becoming heavier and heavier as this deep state of sleep is start to induce in your mind and your body. It's almost as if you have two tiny weights sat on your eyelids. The more you try to open them, the heavier they become. And the more you try to open them, the heavier they become. Your eyelids are so heavy now, And this gentle wave of relaxation begins to move down into the thousands of tiny muscles in your cheeks, face, and jaw. It starts to move into your throat, your shoulders, easing over your shoulders and down the back of your neck, releasing, relaxing, and just letting go. You can feel the wave moving through every cell, fibre, and muscle of your back, starting to relax the spine, starting at the top of the spine and easing and pushing down vertebrae by vertebrae from the top of the spine right through to the tip, and just let go. Feel the wave moving over your chest, rib cage, flowing throughout your heart and your lungs, and then moving into your tummy, allowing your emotional center, your solar plexus, to be open to this deep release of stress and anxiety. Feel the wave moving into your pelvis, your hips, allowing your buttocks to sink into the bed, moving down your thighs, knees, calves, ankles, all the way down to the tips of your toes, taking you 10 times deeper, 10 times more relaxed. And then the wave moves from the toes to the head and all the way down to the toes again, taking you 10 times deeper into the deepest, most relaxed sleep you've ever known. And you can start to feel yourself sinking down into the bed. Your higher mind is becoming more alert, more open and more receptive, and yet your powerful subconscious mind is starting to drift and float, your body becoming heavier and heavier, sinking down deeper, deeper into the bed, almost as if you're melting down into the mattress. Your arms, legs and torso are almost completely filled with a lead-type substance as you melt down, sinking into the bed, going deeper, deeper into the deepest relaxation you've ever known. And it just feels so good to let go. And you can feel yourself now drifting off into a deep, relaxed sleep. Your higher mind starts to drift and float into the distance, and you can feel yourself drifting towards a beautiful staircase. And as you start to drift and float towards this staircase, you notice that the staircase has 20 steps, and in a moment I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And as I count from 5 to 1, you're going to find that you begin to drift towards the top step of that staircase. 5, 4, deeper, deeper sleep. 3, 2, each number taking you deeper than you've ever been before. And 1, and you find yourself now at the top of the staircase. And as you stand at the top of the staircase, you're in your night clothes. You have bare feet. You feel completely calm, safe and relaxed. And when you look at this staircase, you see that it's carpeted with a thick, lush carpet of your favourite colour. And you're eager to walk down the staircase, because you know that it's going to take you into a deep, peaceful, relaxed sleep. So starting at the top step, 20, 19, 18, sleep, 17, 16, 15, deeper, deeper, sleep, 14, 13, 12, trusting yourself, your intuition, and me in this whole process, 11, 10, 9, deeper, deeper, sleep, effortlessly, easily, deeper, melting, 7, 6, 5, 4, sleep, deeper and deeper, relaxed, 3, 2, 1, and you can continue to go 10 times deeper with each passing moment, and you can relax and release effortlessly, easily, more and more with each passing moment. And when you reach the bottom of the staircase, you'll see a door in front of you, and when you look at this door, you'll see that the door has your name on it. And so you just start to look at the door and wonder what's beyond the door. And you know that when you look through this door, when you walk into a new chapter of your life, you know that the door is the doorway to that new chapter, leaving any stress, fear or anxiety in the past. You know that when you walk through this door, you're going to be able to sleep a deep, dreamless sleep, and you're going to feel the most wonderful peace you've ever known. And that's an inviting thought. And as you stand on this side of the door, and you know there's been times when you've been unable to sleep, your mind has been busy. You know that there's been times when you have held on to stress and tension in your mind and your body. And this has been a safe and comfortable place for you. But you also realise that that thought of that deep, dreamless sleep and that wonderful place of peace and happiness and joy is also extremely inviting, and you're curious as to what is beyond the door. You start to trace your fingertip around your name, and as you do, the door gently starts to open. And when the door opens, maybe you feel trepidation in your tummy, but you also feel excited to move forward, excited to move into that place where there's nothing but peace, calm and joy in your whole life, and knowing that every single night you will be able to sleep dreamlessly, peacefully, effortlessly. And so you walk through the door and you hear the door close behind you. And when you hear the door close behind you, you know that you've closed the door to the past. You've closed the door to all fear, all negativity, all stress, all sleepless nights, all tossing and turning. That's in the past, because that's where it belongs, in the past. And you now find yourself on the most beautiful beach you've ever seen. Long stretches of white sandy beach, As you look to your right, you can see the bluest sea, and in the distance, you can see where the sea meets the sky, and it's a beautiful turquoise. As you look up to the sky, there isn't a single cloud. You can feel the sun and you can see the sunshine on your face. But there's just this gentle breeze that makes it a perfect temperature. And you look to your left, you have beautiful mountains, and the mountains go so high that they're almost capped in snow. You walk along the beach. You're alone, but you feel completely calm, safe and relaxed. There's a deep sense of peace that goes through your whole being. And as you walk along this beach, you haven't got a care in the world. You can start to walk along the water's edge, feeling the coolness of the water splashing against your toes, and it feels nice. You can do anything you want here because you're free. Free from the days, free from the stress, free from other people. And for the moment, that feels good. And you know that you will need to, and maybe even want to, return to your normal everyday life. But for now, you can just stroll and drift with the water, the cool breeze and the sun on your face. And it just feels so good. And you just take a seat on the sand. You can allow yourself to relax here, gently staring at the water. You can see the water glistening in the distance. And as you look in the center of the water, you can see gentle ripples starting to form. It's almost as if there's a tiny, gentle whirlpool. And as you sit opposite this whirlpool, you can just release any sadness from your heart. Allow it to be released into the center of the whirlpool. You can release any tension, any anxiety that you have or have not felt during the course of this day or any other day. You can release any fears for the future, knowing that truly in your heart, everything will always be okay. You know that you can't control other people, but you can control your thoughts, ideas, and perceptions about what's going on around you. And as you release stress and tension into the whirlpool, you're able to replace that with a deep-seated feeling of peace and joy in your whole being. And in your waking state, should you encounter anything that's stressful or invokes anxiety or fear, you can immediately remember this feeling of deep-seated peace. And this wonderful feeling of peace will just flow through your whole body and your whole mind. And as you sit on this beautiful beach, staring into this whirlpool of water in the sea, you can just allow any fear, any anxiety, any stress, any physical illness, you can pour all of that into the center of the whirlpool, and you can know that it's going to drift off deep into the deepest parts of the ocean. And you can just release and let go. And from this moment on, whenever you get in bed to sleep at the end of the night, you will be able to go into the deepest, most dreamless, most peaceful sleep you've ever known. And you will sleep fully until it's time to wake up in the morning, whether that's waking up with your alarm clock or whether that's waking up naturally. However it works for you is absolutely fine, as you float off now into the deepest, dreamless sleep you've ever known, and you can feel completely well and rested, and tomorrow morning when you wake up you will feel refreshed, invigorated and motivated to move forward with the day. As the days goes on, you will find that you are always positive, motivated, your heart is filled with joy. You have abundant energy to complete all of the tasks that you need to complete during the course of the day. And then when you get to bed at the end of the day, you can just fall effortlessly and easily into a deep, dreamless sleep, your body still and rested as you sleep and recover. And every evening you will become more and more peaceful as you sleep, sleeping throughout the night and then waking up the next day fully refreshed, motivated to move forward and able to continue with all of the wonderful, joyful things in life. Stress and anxiety is a thing of the past, and you will feel free, almost as if a weight is lifted off your shoulders. There's a feeling of lightness in your whole being, and never again will you need to experience stress or anxiety. Instead, you can always just drift off into this nice, dreamless sleep at the end of the day, allowing yourself to release, relax. And in your waking state, whether consciously or unconsciously, every single time you see the colour red, you'll remember that you are positive, motivated, and your heart is filled with peace and joy, and it feels so good. And now you can just drift off into a nice, peaceful and dreamless sleep. As the music continues to play, you will continue to relax and let go, going 10 times deeper with each passing moment. And when this track finishes, you will hardly notice as you continue to sleep throughout the whole night, waking up the next morning fully refreshed, motivated and ready to continue with your day.